Obviously, we're in interesting times. So this is a little bit different than we would normally do it, but thank you for entertaining us today.
All right. Well, thanks for the opportunity to share the experiences of getting my certificate.
Absolutely. Well, I know you and I have met before, but if you don't mind, just refresh my memory on your position and what you're doing.
I teach at Ballantyne Elementary School. It's here in Fuquay-Varina. I have an opportunity to teach now kindergarten through 5th grade. It's an academic extension called academic enrichment, and I provide some extension opportunities that maybe their classroom teachers don't have time to do, or I have some resources in my back pocket that I get to use with them. So Shad in the Classroom is one of those that gives me the opportunity to raise the eggs in the classroom and for all the kids in the school to see those things instead of just being in the classroom.
Well, I tell you, I really enjoyed the time we got to spend with you during the Shad in the Classroom release. And obviously, I could tell that you have a passion for this and a lot of experience. Why pursue the Environmental Education Certificate?
A couple years ago, I was taking an educator trek with the Museum of Natural Sciences, and I didn't really know about rocks. So I'm like, oh, I need to learn about rocks. It's 4th grade curriculum. Let me find some people who know about rocks. And so I was on one of those treks, and it's a great place to network with people. And there was a teacher there from the mountains, and she was talking about getting her certificate. And it just sounded so intriguing, and it sounded like something that would match my interest and would help me bring that to the classroom. So that's why I decided to pursue that.
Awesome. Well, and so tell me a little bit more about your project.
We decided as a team, as a school project for my classroom, student guided, that they wanted to build a bluebird trail around the school campus. So they wrote persuasive letters about why that would be important to the PTA to get funds for the materials that we needed. And then the kids I had a lot of volunteer help. The kids actually worked in teams to build the boxes, and we placed them across the school perimeter and recommended how we had to research where they should go, how far they should be apart, where should the holes be placed, and all that kind of stuff. So the kids did that, and then they also did some research and invited their parents in to learn about birds and showed kind of kicked off the Bluebird Trail and did some teaching. And then those students started teaching the younger kids about bluebirds and their life cycle, and they decided that they wanted to build signs. So they created signs, and we put signs along the Bluebird Trail close to boxes to educate, and they would pull the little kids from the kindergarten class in to teach them about the Bluebird Trail and life cycles. And then that just kind of blossomed into, well, if you know about birds, we need to plant some flowers that attract birds. And then once we had flowers and built flower beds, we ended up observing caterpillars and butterflies. And then we had to build another garden to be a monarch way station. The kids, I think, are learning to appreciate the birds in their surroundings too. Not just,
wow.
Everybody loves a penguin, but now we're going to learn that, there's some great birds in our backyard that we can appreciate as well.
It sounds like you started a huge domino effect.
I hope so. I mean, kids come sometimes educate their parents. So yes. Hopefully, and now with everybody being in lockdown, it's a great time for bird watching and seeing what's in your backyard.
Listen, I wanted to say that, the state of North Carolina is just so fortunate to have educators like yourself. And we are extremely proud to have you as part of the Environmental Education Certificate Program. I would love to have presented the certificate to you in person, but we're making do given we are dealing with COVID-19. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for all that you do for the children and the state of North Carolina. We greatly appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for all the support and all the ways that you've provided resources for me to do a better job.